Hey guys, Sean here. I was doing my review for Justice League. Justice League is a 2017 American superhero film based on the DC Comics superhero team, same name, distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures. It is the fifth film in the DC Extended Universe. Film is directed by Zack Snyder and partly by Josh Whedon, but I'll get to that in a second. With a screenplay by Chris Terrio and Josh Whedon from a story by Terrio and Snyder. It features an ensemble cast that includes Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller, Jason Momoa, Ray Fisher, Jeremy Irons, Diane Lane, Connie Nielsen, and J.K. Simmons. In Justice League, the titular superhero team consisting of Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg formed to honor Superman following his death and to save the planet from the catastrophic threat of Steppenwolf and his army of parademons. So this movie was released November 17 with a runtime of a studio mandated runtime of 2 hours. The budget was $300 million and made back 569.2 million. My bad. 569.2. My bad. All right, let's first go through the production. Basically, Zack Snyder was the director of the movie, and sadly, he finished, original principal photography. But sadly, before post-production, his daughter sadly passed away, and so he left the movie to spend time with his family, which totally understand. And so Josh Whedon was brought in to essentially supervise the post-production and the reshoots and stuff. And so that ended up being the movie we got. Danny Elfman does do the score in this movie, but the score was originally supposed to be done by Junkie XL. For some reason, they replaced him with Elfman. I don't know why. But I just didn't. I wasn't feeling the music for this movie, to be honest. I really wasn't. I wasn't feeling it. And also, as well as the music, I didn't really. I mean, hate me if you want, but I didn't like the idea of them using the Tim Burton Batman theme or the John Williams Superman theme, only because those themes feel integral, if you will, to the Burton and Donner era. You know what I mean? So I just didn't feel like they belonged in this movie. Especially when we clearly have themes already established for this universe. For this universe's Batman and Superman. Why Elfman decided not to use them, I don't know. I really don't. But who knows? Yeah, I like all the actors in this movie. I think they all play their parts very well. I still love Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he's great. I thought Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman is fucking awesome. Henry Cavill, I don't care what anyone says. I think he's awesome as Superman. I don't care what everyone fucking says. I really don't. I think Ray Fisher does a good job as Aquaman, or not Aquaman, but Cyborg. Jason Momoa is Aquaman. My bad. But yeah, I think Ray Fisher does a good job as Cyborg. I kind of wish they would give him a little more backstory to him, because, and I'll get to this in a second, but that's one of my problems with this movie. They don't give much backstory to Cyborg, Aquaman, and Flash. They don't really. I mean, we get like snippets of backstory here and there, but not much, but not enough to make us care. And then you got Ezra Miller as the Flash. I think he does a great job with this character. Some of the humor with him doesn't really work. Because I think they wrote him to be certainly comic relief. And so some of his jokes just just hitting like a brick wall. And I did like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I think he does a great job. There's one scene in this movie where Batman's trying to recruit Aquaman, and Momoa is literally standing in front of a blue screen. So you can clearly tell the reshoots are quite evident in this movie. And I think, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I think a lot of this movie, and I do mean a lot of this movie, was reshot because I read they spent $25 million on reshoots, which is quite a lot for reshoots, apparently. So I think this movie was heavily reshot. They're just not telling us everything. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. As far as our villain, there's really nothing to Steppenwolf as our villain. There's like really nothing to him, really. He's just some CGI monster that you could have easily done his makeup. Like they literally could have done anything. They literally could have done makeup on Steppenwolf, and it wouldn't have been a bad idea. But he's just some CG creature with barely any motivation. He wants these 3 mother boxes because it's vaguely implied that he wants to terraform Earth into a new apocalypse. Like, yeah, we kind of done this plot point already, because remember Zod, Man of Steel? That's what he wanted, to turn Earth into a new Krypton. But at least with Zod, he had more motivation as to why he wanted to do it. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see. I'm going to get my negatives out. I'm going to do my positives. I like all the cast. I think do very well. Okay? Some of the humor I thought worked. Remembering my negatives. Some of the humor doesn't work. Like I said, some of the humor flies right past the bullseye and hits a brick wall. I don't think Superman's resurrection was very well done. I mean, yeah, I'll admit, it did make me tear up a bit seeing him come back. You know, I'll admit that. But it kind of made the ending to BVS a little pointless with the whole Dirt Rise thing. That made that point kind of pointless. And speaking of, there's some continuity problems in this movie. One of which is that the resurrection makes the Dirt Rise pointless. And then you have Cyborg, who's telling his backstory about how he and his mother were in this car accident and his father used the mother box to revive him. But he says in the movie that the mother box activated, if you will, after Superman died. But yet we clearly saw in Batman v Superman an email video of his father assembling him before Superman died. It's like, that's weird. And you can kind of tell a lot of the movie was reshot because, especially with Superman scenes where most of Superman's stuff was reshot. For I don't know why, but okay. But you can clearly tell because in some scenes, Cavill's mustache is still noticeable. And that was because he was filming Mission Impossible 6 at the time, like during the reshoots, and he was contractually obligated to keep his mustache for the movie, and so they had to digitally remove it for the reshoots. And you can clearly tell in some scenes. In some scenes, it's not super noticeable, but you can tell at times. Hi, kitty. But yeah, so yeah, some of the humor doesn't work. Steppenwolf's a weak villain. Cavill's mustache is sometimes noticeable. What other negatives did I pick up? Yeah, like I said, the reshoots, you can clearly tell them. Like, and they do cut shit out from the trailers. Like, for example, there's a scene in the Gotham Harbor, and there's maybe some spoilers in this, where there's a scene in the trailer between Cyborg and Batman, where Cyborg's like, I didn't know you were really real, and Batman's like, I'm real when it's useful, and I'm very bad at imitating voices, haha. But yeah, that's not in the movie. The scene where Alfred is talking to, I'm assuming, Clark, where he's like, he said you'd come. Now let's just hope you're not too late. That's not in the movie. The scene where Bruce is, I'm assuming, I think, trying to communicate with Supergirl, or maybe just a visual hologram of her or whatever. But yeah, that's not in the movie either. The scene in the trailer where, and there's even some dialogue scenes that are not even in the movie too. And there's also a scene between Lois and Clark on the Kent farm where, in the trailer, he's like, so is that? So I was like, yes, then. And she's like, what? He's like, and he turns around and looks at her and says, the ring. That's gone. So you can clearly tell this movie cut shit out. And I think it was because they wanted to keep, for some reason, wanted to keep it under 2 hours because money, apparently. I mean, I read somewhere it was because people apparently bitched about the runtime of the other 4 movies, but I think it was more of money reasons. Because I read Snyder's Cut, which was really 3 hours. They're like, we can only get like maybe 2 or 3 shows of 3 hours. But we want more shows. We can get more money. Yeah, that clearly worked because last I checked, movie's not doing so well financially. But yeah, I really hope they release that Snyder Cut though. There's this petition flying around that there's this trying to convince Warner Bros. To release Snyder's Director's Cut, which I've actually signed that petition because I want that cut. But yeah, I'm gonna say this: I enjoyed the movie, but it's not one like. I mean, I'll probably watch it again because I've watched it. I've actually seen it twice now. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's better than Suicide Squad. I'll say that one. But I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. It's not horrible by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not all that good either. And that literally kills me to say it. It literally fucking kills me to say that. But yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be my review of Justice League. I wanted to keep it short. So I'll catch you guys. I guess I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.